with Chief Meteorologist Derek Beasley.
You know just about everything about animals and creatures under the sea and birds that fly in the sky, so what do you think?
Well, that's the first thing I thought of. I said, it looks just like a mantis shrimp, and they do eat them in some parts of Asia as a delicacy, so.
Are they poisonous?
I don't think they are if they're eating them, Kim.
Well, you know,
I mean, I don't think anyone's died from eating it.
You know.
But it was huge, though. I've
Yeah,
heard a lot of
big.
people say that they've seen them before, but not quite 18 inches long. That's a big one. That certainly is a big one, and probably would have freaked me out if I'd caught it myself. Let's get right to your forecast, though. Nothing to freak you out forecast-wise, though. Looks like pretty much more of the same. No surprises here. Heat, humidity, storms, typical early September weather here on the Gulf Coast. We didn't see quite as many storms this afternoon, and that was because of some thick clouds that were in place across the area this morning. Washington County getting on the action now with some storms there, and across parts of Baldwin County, Santa Rosa, Escambia County in northwest Florida, and parts of southwest Alabama around Bay Minette, and just north of Milton, just a few of those storms just kind of flaring up during the heat of the afternoon, but not really much going on here, although we're going to be watching these little green lines right here. These are called outflow boundaries, little mini cold fronts, if you will, from rain-cooled air, and sometimes they can act to fire up more storms. So as they start moving around in the next couple of hours, we'll see if they pop up a few more storms, but the coverage should be spotty here through this evening. Temperatures so far for this afternoon reaching the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. So the clouds that were thick this morning kind of kept the temperatures down. You can see how the clouds started off the morning fairly thick, especially near the coast. But then we did see that sunshine here during the afternoon. Same thing for tomorrow. Your weekend looks just like it did the past few days. A few clouds in the morning, storms flaring up during the afternoon. They'll start off near the coast in the morning, and then the chances will be best north of I-10 during the afternoon. Guess what? Sunday's going to be the same deal. Coastal storms in the morning, then pressing inland as the afternoon progresses. And you can see there those storms just kind of flaring up. It does look like, though, we're going to have a cold front that'll sag into the area, and it won't push all the way through, but that combined with the sea breeze will create enough convergence. Winds coming together, goes up, creates clouds and thunderstorms, so we'll get that right in that zone there to give us an enhanced chance for some storms. We are watching a tropical wave way out in the Atlantic. Now, it doesn't look as impressive as it did yesterday, but we're going to keep watching it nonetheless. Hurricane Center has it down to about a 20% chance of developing. Computer model forecast there. These at least are the tropical models. And the dynamical models, or the long-range computer models, taking it westward and eventually heading over towards the Lesser Antilles here by, I'd say, sometime early to middle part of next week. Very large spread here, so still plenty of time to watch it, and it may take its time developing, but either way you look at it, next week is the peak of hurricane season, so anytime those African waves start moving our way, we got to keep an eye on them. Forecast for tomorrow, clouds, sunshine, scattered storms, chance for rain about 30 to 40%. Nothing new here. Here's your marine forecast for tomorrow. Winds out of the southwest 5 to 10. Seas running a foot or less. Bays a light chop. At the beach, flat surf. 85-degree water temperature. Southwest wind 5 to 10. 7-day forecast. Chance for rain about 40%. So that's about what we've seen over the past few days. I don't expect it to be any different tomorrow. So really your Saturday and Sunday forecast looks exactly like really Monday through Friday was. And next week, we'll see some lower rain chances next Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to have a couple of cold fronts that will approach the area, one this weekend and then one towards the end of next week. But at this point, it doesn't look like they will clear the area, which would give us some very comfortable weather. Although parts of the eastern U.S., the end of next week, we'll see a very nice change to fall, but we're not going to get in on that, doesn't look like.
Not at all?
Doesn't look like it at this point.
We've got a few more weeks of summer, so not that bad.
Not too bad. Yeah, by October, we should start to see more of that refreshing air head our way.
All right. Well, we want you to say hello tonight to Della Basage.